Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Umang Chibber, and I know I'm probably in between you and your lunch, so I'll try to make it worth your time today. I am with Navisite. I'm a principal solution architect. A little bit about myself. And then Navisite is a Microsoft Gold partner. It is a managed multi-cloud service provider. We are one of the top cloud service providers under under Microsoft's cloud service provider program. We help our clients to migrate their data centers, migrate their virtual workloads, their physical workloads over to Azure as our cloud. And we also, what happened? Okay. We also help our clients to modernize their applications, right? That's the boring part. Now, if you're wondering how you guys can win that bike over there, please see Navisite. There are a lot of people from Navisite here. Get scanned. And please also visit our booth, and you can be in the raffle of winning this bike today. Something wrong over there. So at Navisite, as we have managed data center migration practice, and we break the migration into four processes or four phases. One is the cloud assessment, planning, design, migrate, and operate. It's a slightly different than what you have seen so far in the floor, because under operate, you'd rather see optimize, right? We take care of optimization during the planning phase. In cloud assessment, as you plan for your migration, cloud assessment is often the most most simple task as we think of as an engineer, right? But it's one of the most important tasks that is often overlooked. I don't know how many of you are working through cloud migrations. I mean, if you guys could raise your hand and tell us that migration is something that's key for you. But lately, I've been having conversations, infrastructure workload, as we talk about AI and talk about modernizing the app and using the PaaS stack. The reality is that majority of the infrastructure is still on IaaS, right? Or majority of your applications still run on infrastructure, which is IaaS. And if it's IaaS and virtualized, probably it's VMware, right, on site. There's some Hyper-V as well, and there's some physical server as well. So cloud assessment is the first phase that we focus on, and then you plan, design, migrate, and operate. Now, with the success that we've had in our practice, what we wanted to do was to share with you what has worked for us and what has not worked for us. We've had mistakes, we've done mistakes, we've learned from things, and we've done a lot of successful migrations. So idea here is let's share that feedback with you guys so that you guys can take it back and learn from it and make your cloud migration successful. Now, as you walk through this floor and as you walk and attend some sessions, there are a lot of tools that are available for migration, right? There are tools that can perform auto discovery of your application. There are tools that are agent-based that would run. And then there are tools that can actually collect data from vCenter server, right? So use the tool that works for you, because no one size fits all, right? But Microsoft Azure Migrate is a great tool. It's fairly inexpensive compared to some of the other tools, and it can sit on your system, and it's non-intrusive, so it collects the data from vCenter server and ships that data over to Azure, where you can perform the assessment. Now, a few quick tips around that. If you are planning to run Azure Migrate, run it for 15 to 20 days, right, or 30 days. Run it for some time. Don't collect the data for 2 days and move that data to Azure, because it's going to be meaningless. Also, try to include your peak period in that migration phase. In those 30 days, you have to have your peak period. Now, I'm not sure how many of you are aware of how the architecture works for Azure Migrate. Not many, right? So I'll take a little time there. Azure Migrate basically uses the data on your vCenter. vCenter collects your logging, right? There's a logging feature, performance logging feature in vCenter. It collects that data. Generally, when we deploy, we overlook this and we leave it for 2 days. The logs are rewritten in 2 days. So one of the recommendation is turn those logs to collect for 30 days. Now, what that does mean? That means a lot of data is going to get stored in the database. So keep in mind that your database sizes are appropriate. Your database, the post-GRE database, can collect that data, hold that data, because if you don't keep that in mind, you could potentially take down your vCenter. So it's very important there. So keep the database in mind, and if you're okay by running the agents, if you don't want to spend a little money on some of the other tools, the tool works great with agents. Install the agents, and it's going to give you the dependency mapping. And you won't imagine how useful that dependency mapping is. It's a great tool. Work it in, and I'll bring the dependency mapping back in topic as we talk about planning phase and tell you why it becomes very important. The next thing is, once you've collected the data, what are you going to do with that data? Right? Data, we're talking about the data, but you've got to analyze that data. Azure gives you a lot of tools within the platform where you create the subscription for Azure Migrate. It gives you the tool where you can get the data, and it gives you recommendations as well. It tells you this virtual machine can migrate to Azure without a problem. This virtual machine requires a little bit of replatforming. There's certain virtual machines like Windows 2003 will tell you can't really migrate it. You've got to rehost it, replatform it, right? And then there are going to be some virtual machines, some workloads that you need to retain. Those could be workloads that are not supported from an operating system point of view. If you have a big AIX server running on system and you really cannot migrate that to Azure, you got to retain it, right? So take that data, plan your workloads to be migrated, and what you're going to do with that workload. Now, what it also provides is the ability to do a total cost of ownership. Within Azure Migrate, what you can do is you can pick various regions. You can base your analysis on a performance matrix, and you can also base your growth into it. You can factor your growth into it. It goes 1.5, 2, or 3% based on how much you want to factor. If you've covered your peaks, you're good, right? And on-site, when you deploy these workloads, oftentimes the biggest problem that infrastructure admins have is that application guy says it's not performing well. What do I do? Put 4 vCPUs, put more RAM to it. Is it really working? Is it really utilizing that RAM? So you're probably spending the money. And then if you take that from like to cloud, you might be spending more money because cloud is all about efficiencies and optimization, right? If you let, I don't know if you're familiar with the cloud sprawl. I always get tongue twisted from that one, right? That can happen. And that's a big concern. That's why the optimizations, and there are organizations that help client with optimization. But take that data, use Microsoft's total TCO calculator online, and put it. They will do work for you. They will give you estimation of what your resource costs are, what your power costs are, right? And then you can build a nice matrix and a presentation that you can give it to your manager. If you're a CIO, you can use it yourself and make them happy, right? Try and understand, is it even worth it, right? That's the biggest question, because you're not going to go and do it without understanding that. Once you've captured the data and you've captured what you want to do, you have the analysis from these tools, we move into the planning phase or migration phase, right? Actually, it skipped a slide there. Migration plan, right. So migration plan, now this is where I'll take it back. Why is it important to do dependency mapping? Could anyone tell us, what are we trying to migrate? Anyone? What's that? Virtual machine? No, that guy's right. What are we migrating? Application, right? We are migrating application. And virtual machines are subsets that come together and make that application happen, right? So keep that in mind. Have discussions with your application owners. And interestingly, you will be smarter than them because you will know what server is talking to what server. And they will be clueless. That is what we have found, right? No disrespect to them. It's just that it's difficult to get that information from application owners. And these tools today provide you that data. So conduct interviews with your stakeholders. This is the point. If you're not a project manager, if you don't have a project manager already assigned, engage them. Run it as a proper project. And then develop a detailed plan. With that data, now you know what are the servers that you're going to migrate in a lift shift module, what are the tools that you're going to use, what your cutover plans are going to be, identify all of that. And also, develop your move groups. Don't think that I'm going to take this data and move it to a cloud and it's going to be running. You've got to phase it out. Take those move group 1, 2, 3, and work with the application owners to get them moved and tested. Now, at that point, once you have that done, the thing that the tools really don't help you well with is the design, right? Design is something that you have to come up with. There are a lot of other things that you will have to do is in terms of understanding your network traffic. You know, we've worked with multiple tools, and this is one piece where they do lack. It's challenging to understand the network traffic, right? So, because it's not just virtual machine. You have physical devices, you have physical firewalls. What are your rules on firewalls? What are your load balancing rules? Those are very important. So as you're doing your assessment, which is a tool-based assessment, there are assessments that you need to do on your network infrastructure as well. Very critical for that. But that's going to give you a good idea of how you are going to deploy the network in Azure, right? One other thing that these tools don't help you with is building a high availability infrastructure. Now, you have this one VM running on your environment. It's a SQL server. You do a maintenance. You can make sure that you migrate the VMs. But if you look at Microsoft in a cloud, I mean, I call cloud as living in a condo, right? And then your private infrastructure is single-family home. Single-family home, expensive, right? So as you go in cloud, you got to abide by the Cloud Condo Association rule, right? You got to make sure when they do maintenance, you got to protect your environment. But tools don't help you with that. So as you migrate and analyze, make sure that you're building for high availability. Minimum high availability, 99.90. You can get away with one VM, premium disk, you're good. But if you're deploying multiple servers and you want really good high availability of 99.95, you've got to have 2 VMs. You've got to have them in availability set. If it's SQL, you've got to use always on SQL cluster with load balancer and cloud witness. A lot of decisions to be made, right? So take those, design the infrastructure, and once you've designed, we really move into the tools, right? So in this, before you get into the tools of phase of migrating, you've designed the tools, you've picked the tools. Again, I will say, not one size fit all. There are a lot of other tools. There's Zerto, there's Carbonite that can do migration. But I would tell you, Azure Site Recovery just works. It works, right? 99.99% of our migrations, and we've done numerous migrations, believe me, right? We do it day in, day out. We have used Azure Site Recovery. We have had no problems with it, right? But there are going to be some cases where Azure Site Recovery doesn't support. There are some cases where the data is too much and you have to use Databox or other activities to migrate that data to cloud. But Azure Site Recovery from a VMware platform or even a physical platform to Azure works. It's a very simple architecture, right? I'm not going to go into architecture. Microsoft does a great job documenting the architecture. It's non-intrusive. And here are some tips. Here's actually a reference architecture of a client. It's a real architecture that we use for a client for migration. It's just been skimmed down, less resources to fit into this slide. But what you would see over here is Azure Site Recovery is a service, so all the replication traffic goes through internet into Azure Site Recovery. You don't need to have network connectivity between your on-premise network and your Azure network. But there are certain things that we don't recommend replicating with Azure Site Recovery, like your Active Directory servers, right? Set up a VPN tunnel between gateway and on-site, replicate those things with your inherent capabilities. Use Active Directory replication for that. That is why you see a VPN tunnel from a Palo Alto firewall to gateway appliance in Azure. This is also reference architecture. Now again, when we design these design and do migrations for our clients, we make sure we have a failback plan. So this client wanted us to prove this out for a DR as well. So here is an architecture which talks about how can you build a DR on-site if your systems reside in Azure. Now, I'm not going to focus too much on this. You are welcome to be in our booth and talk to the engineer who designed this and some architects. They can walk you through if this is a use case that you are interested in. But I'd go towards the best practices. I've already mentioned, don't replicate your Active Directory using any replication tool, not just Azure Site Recovery. It has capability, use it, replicate it. Failover times, this is some analysis that we did where we had to, there's some of the VMs were missing boot drives. They took a little longer time to fail over. We fixed it. We got the challenge covered. Use premium disks. Although Azure Site Recovery is going to recommend you what type of disk you use premium disk for good performance. I/O is important, right? Then focus on this other command. Run this command. If you're not aware of this command, if you're not doing it yourself or someone else, tell them you got to run this command on your system before you do the failover or migration. Now, here's a high-level checklist of what are the activities that you need to perform in order for a successful migration. Know your environment. Know your stakeholder. Don't underestimate assessment. Assessment is the foundation for a successful migration. Plan migration with application in mind. Don't think that I'm migrating virtual machines. We as engineers think, what's the big deal? Moving a VM to Azure, not a big deal, right? But application availability is critical. Review your VMware tools. This is a good one. Actually, we did, for the same client, we did a failover for a VM. We did replication for a VM. It took 2 hours, 15 minutes for us to replicate that VM, right? We did a failback, and we re-replicated, same VM, under an hour. Not using the data set that was already existing. Brand new replication, 1 hour. The problem was the VMware tools. The VMware tools were not upgraded. So when we failed back, it fixed the VMware tools because it installed the brand new VMware tools. So keep your tools up to date. It's important, right? I/O is done by VMware tools, right? So the other, design a failback plan, not necessary, it's recommended if you want to make sure that you want to run it, and if it doesn't perform well, your data will not be in sync between on-site and off-site. So you could potentially design a failback plan. And then remember the tool that you want to use. You want to run this tool on-site and fail over before you fail over, run that tool on your VMs. And then be efficient. Azure is not just about virtual machines. There is automation in Azure. I don't know how many of you guys know about automation. There are runbooks, Azure runbooks, fully automated. Use them, build your plan, do a test failover. Azure Migrate gives you the ability to perform a test failover in an isolated network where you can do a complete application testing without impacting your production or without impacting your replication. Because while Azure does not charge you for the data that gets in, you get charged by your ISP for the data that goes out of your firewall, right? So you want to make sure whatever you've migrated, you keep it over there. For us, it becomes very important because clients, they would come back and say, why are you charging me for this migration data, right? So keep that in mind and use Azure runbooks, test it out, fail it back, fail it over again, and once you're done, complete your migration. Now, one other thing that I would give you a quick tip on is as you adopt Azure, it will require you to change as an organization, right? Azure, as we embrace Azure, we need to embrace change. There used to be specialities. We used to be, I'm a specialist in a particular topic, backup, storage. Those things don't exist anymore. Speciality or skill is now a moving target. At the rate which Azure changes and releases the features, or as a matter of fact, any cloud provider, I need to keep up, right? I'm actually, while my daughter is studying ABC, I'm studying AZURE, right? So you got to keep yourself updated. Keep in mind that expertise is going to be a moving target for you guys. Also, we need to change in behavior as well. The biggest challenge is when you migrate to Azure, your tools are going to change. Your operation model is going to change. Your processes are going to change. People need to change as well. It is very important for a successful migration because migration is one piece. We are really adopting a new technology, right? With that, what I would offer you up is at Navisite, we are offering this. It's a great opportunity. we're offering that someone like me, a principal architect who is an Azure certified architect, would work with you for a one-day workshop in person or remote. We'll come to you, help you map out your landscape. We'll, with your permission, if you're okay, we'll run certain tools to collect the data, because you know what? We can talk about assumptions. We can sit and talk about assumptions, or we can take real data and talk real stuff, right? So leverage this facility. It's free of cost. And then at that point, hopefully we will be able to prove our mettle to you guys, right? Our booth is 737. You can be in the drawing of this thing. Please, if you're not taking, I'm going to pause a little bit over here. There are some planks that we're handing over. That plank has my personal email address. So we're serious about this. And then please rate the session, and at this point, I would open up for any questions. Sorry, was that? I think from a migration perspective, if you want us to do an assessment on migration, the tools help you. Not Azure Migrate, but tool help you do assessment against vCloud Air, vCloud G, Google Cloud Platform, and also AWS, right? So the tools do a lot of this. They can pretty much migrate you where you want. Integration point of view, I think that's a bigger question, right? You can do network integrations. You can establish network connectivities, as you saw. You can establish VPN connectivity. As a matter of fact, there are providers that can provide you express route type connectivity, connects you to AWS, GPS, Air, and Azure, and make it a single network. That is going to be the best integration that you're going to get.
Has there been any issues depending on what version of VMware you're on to do this migration? If you're like on 6.5 or 6.7,
Yeah, I think minimum is 5.5. You have to be 5.5 and above to do the migration. If you are on the latest, obviously these tools are built to perform with the latest tools, right? There's more testing done. So if you are there, great, but keep your agents up to date. That's been the biggest problem that we've seen. If your VMware tools are up to date, you will have good success there. All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining. Thank you for your time.